Hello everyone, this is my first attempt at recording my round of golf, every shot of my round of golf. And this round happened to take place at Hog Neck Golf Course in Easton, Maryland. And I'll be playing from the yellow tees. I can tell you this was a lot harder than I thought. And to be honest, by the end of the round I was exhausted. As much from the round itself as from trying to film and get the right camera angles because most of them really were bad. I feel like I need I have a small tripod, but I don't need a more kind of a bigger tripod to get better video quality and a better frame with which to shoot the video. But anyway, hope you enjoy it. I definitely want to hear your comments. Ways to improve, things I can do better, things you might want to see. And like I said, this is just the first attempt. First time I've ever done this too. I've not actually done this for other channels either. So I hope you enjoy the video. This is actually my second shot off the first hole. My tee shot found the right rough. I kind of felt awkward trying to video on the first hole when I didn't really know what I was doing. So this is me starting it on the second shot. The second shot kind of ended up a little short left, so I have this little chip up on the green, and I think I chip up and two putt for a 5. I was kind of happy with that start, given that I didn't really get a chance to warm up. Yeah, so I'll take it. So this is the second shot again on the second hole, which is a par 4. I didn't get a chance to film the tee shot because there were people on the tee or people on the first hole coming up, and I was trying to rush a little bit. So in this case, my second shot ended up short right of the green, so I had this kind of little mini pitch kind of chip up to the green, and I don't think I hit it great. I got on the green, another 2 putt for a bogey 5. And the pitch looked really weird. I don't think I really hit it that well. So all right, this is hole 3, which is kind of a medium length par 3. I actually hit a decent shot up onto the green. I think it was within about 6 or 7 feet. I did miss the birdie, but honestly, I wasn't putting that well at all today. I don't think I made anything inside of, outside of probably 5 feet, maybe even outside of 4 feet. So the putting wasn't not there today, but I'll take this 2 putt regulation par any day. Okay, hole 4 is first par 5 on the course, and I have to say the way this hole is set up, it really messes with me mentally. For anybody familiar with the eastern shore of Maryland, where this is located, Route 50 runs along the right side of this hole, and it just messes with me because the slice definitely puts it into play, the road into play, and there's a lot of traffic, and guess where I hit it? Out in the road. Luckily nobody was coming and I didn't hit a car. But anyway, I went ahead and played a drop using that kind of modified rule where you can hit 4 out of here, which I'm hitting 4 right here towards the green. So even on my 4th shot, I was thinking about the road, but luckily I hit a decent one. But I don't know, probably 60, 70 yards from the green. I think right here, I don't know. I'm usually pretty decent at these kind of shots, but the dreaded chunkopotamus showed up and really hit a bad shot here. So it's so frustrating. But anyway, on to the next shot. And it's kind of still thinking about the last shot, and even when I got this to the green, I was pretty far from the hole after this shot. Again, sorry for the camera angles, they're just not good. So on the green, I was a good ways away from the flag stick. I'm a big believer in definitely fixing your ball marks and repairing divots, but so that's what I was doing here. But pretty sure at this point, so I was hit 4, chunked the 4th one. Chunked the 5th one, hit 6 up to the green, and 2-putt here for a nice triple bogey. Not a good way to start the first par 5, which wasn't that long. Again, it's just the road was a bit intimidating, especially for the way I play. Hole 5 is a kind of a medium length par 4 dogleg to the right. I actually hit a good drive here. I actually threw the fairway, but I was really happy with how solid I hit this one, and it actually went where I was aiming. So I'll take that any day. So my drive went through the fairway due to the dogleg right, and I'm probably about 100 yards in, maybe 95 yards in, probably hitting some kind of sand wedge or gap wedge. And I actually hit this pretty well. Probably the most solid shot I hit all day in terms of it went exactly where I was aiming and kind of acted how I wanted it to act. It didn't end up at close. I hit it a little long, but it was a good shot though. So in this case, I was on the back, kind of just off the green on the back fringe. So I putted and just had a 2-putt, I'll call it a 1.5 putt par, because I think on the scorecard it counts as a 1 putt since I was off the green. But in case you're wondering too, I use TheGrint to keep my score. It's an app I keep on my phone, and I keep all my stats there. I'll place a link to my actual scorecard from this round in the description. Okay, so hole 6 is a medium length par 4 with trouble left and right, trouble being water. It's kind of funny on this tee shot, the camera fell over right after I hit. I guess it was that massive swing. I didn't find the fairway. I hit it really well, but I ended up just pulling it a bit left and it went in the water. So I had to drop and hit 3. Still thinking, let's hit a good shot here, maybe no worse than a 5. I ended up short right of the green. And even after this, so this iron shot was not that great, but even after the short right, I thought, oh, the pitch it up, still save bogey. But I hit a terrible chip, which is what a waste of a stroke. And then even after the second chip, I put myself at a decent range to make a putt, but I couldn't make the putt, so I had to settle for a triple bogey 7. So there's a lot of thrown away shots on this hole, which terrible for the score. Hole 7 is kind of a short par 3, but it's a little bit uphill, and there's a little bit of trouble to the right. Again on this par 3, I hit a nice solid shot, well within birdie range, but the putts definitely weren't falling today. So I had to settle for another 2-putt par. Not that I'm complaining, because it's kind of what it's all about, right? If you're having a bad day, just kind of hit greens and get your first putt close, so you can have a kind of an easy par. Hole 8 is a longish par 4 with water to the right and some bunkers in the road to the left. The road, even now on the left, still freaks me out, because if I still can hit, even though I hit slices sometimes, I might hit a pull hook also, but it doesn't bother me as much. So really just trying to get something in play here. I'll pull my drive a little bit into the bunker, hit it okay, but I'm still a long way away in the bunker. When I do hit it in the bunker, usually I'm just trying to make good solid contact and get it somewhere up near the green, especially on this long shot. I think I had to actually club down, because you can see I had quite a bit of a kind of a lip to clear on this bunker, so you can't even really see the green. I just wanted to get out, get up closer to the green, and maybe pitch up for 1-putt par, or at worst case maybe pitch up and then a 2-putt bogey. So here I am short right, and this was actually a good angle into that flag. I hit a really good one, just hit it too good, and hit it past the hole, and I putt up 2 putts. I think it was a chip and maybe a 1-putt for a bogey. This is hole 9. I actually like this hole. It's a medium length par 5. There's a bunch of water to the right, and there's OB left. And I was actually chomping at the bit to hit this one. I kind of envisioned a nice high draw over the water and away from the water, right in the fairway. But there was a push right into the water. So here I am hitting 3, and I decided just to hit 3-wood. There's a creek down there, but the drop had a good lie, so I thought I could catch it pretty well, and I did. So I was able to clear the creek. So I'm lying 3 over the creek, and I'm just thinking, all right, pitch this up, maybe get it close in par. And I don't think this pitch was that great. Sorry for the distance. I couldn't drive my cart all the way up there. I didn't feel like taking the camera, so here I was short of the green, and so I pitched up and a 1-putt for a bogey, and that gave me a whopping 46 on the front, which at the time I wasn't happy with, but as I look back now, compared to the back, it will have been way better. Hole 10 is a medium length par 4 straight away down a hill, and there's a creek probably 260 yards out. I'm hitting 3-wood to try to lay up, which was a smart play, but pulled the 3-wood a little left, and while it didn't go into the woods, I was under some branches, and I was forced to pretty much play a punch shot for my second shot with a hybrid. It was really thick grass, so it was hard to get the club on it. I didn't hit it that great, and while I hit it in the direction I wanted, I left it short of the green, where I was forced to pitch up, and I couldn't get up and down, and so I had a 2-putt bogey. I think if I had to categorize my game, it's just really inconsistent. I hit some really good shots a lot of times, and but they just, when I miss the shots, they just tend to go everywhere. I don't know if I'm going to hit it right or left, short, long, hook, slice. And that's probably one of the toughest things for me in terms of trying to score well, because you just have so many just throwing away shots, whether it's a penalty shot, a drop shot here or there, stroke and distance, or even just a chunk shot. I probably have at least one, sometimes 2 chunks around. Obviously, that's just giving a shot away, and there's no way to score well when you do that. This is hole 11, short par 4, pretty straight away. There are woods left and right, but it's a generous landing area. I was trying to hit driver and just get something down there. I have a short pitch into the green, but this first shot was really dead right. I mean, it was a push, a good 20, 30 yards into the woods. So I teed up another one. At this point, it's a provisional. I figure I'll take a look at least when I get down to the woods. I could not find the ball, so this ended up being my third shot. When I got out to the fairway, like I said, I took a quick look. I was hitting 4 from the fairway, but this is what I said on the last hole. I mean, I just gave that shot away. I mean, that wasn't even close. It was just way right, way inconsistent. So here I'm hitting 4. I'm not that far. It was a good second drive from the tee box, but while I had a good distance control with this wedge, I just kind of yanked it left. So again, not really giving myself a good chance for an up and down and maybe a chance to save bogey. So I had to end up 2-putting from here for a 6. Hole number 12 is a longish par 4. It's a good hole. Straight away, hitting driver here. Hit it pretty solid, but I did end up in the left rough. But compared to the way the last hole was, this was actually a good drive. And I probably had about, I don't know, 200 yards, 190 yards left. And I hit this shot decent also. However, I didn't reach the green. I was right on the fringe of the green, and I wasn't able to. I didn't chip the ball. I think I putted it from the fringe, so I wasn't able to get up and down from the fringe. Which, again, this is one of those days the putts just weren't falling at all, so I had to settle for a bogey. Hole 13 is a par 3. It's a little uphill, so it plays longer than what's on the card of 176. And I have to be honest, this is kind of where, not that my round was going well, but it started to really fall apart here. I topped that, and it was definitely a hot day. Not that I'm making excuses, but I feel like doing this camera work definitely took it out of me. And so here we have, I'm hitting a pitch from the topped iron from the tee. And even this, hit it okay, but I ended up short. Again, just one of those days, nothing really going well. So here I'm short, got a little chip up from here, and actually I actually did get up and down from here, which was one of the few times today I did get up and down. So at least I got out of here with a bogey. So even despite the lousy tee shot, I was able to save bogey with a decent chip shot. Fourteen's a straightaway par 5. It says 559 yards on the scorecard. Wasn't my best drive of the day, but it was solid enough to get me down and get me into play. And it actually was going okay. I was starting to really feel the heat here. I'm in the fairway from the tee, so I'm hitting 2 with a 3-wood, trying to get it as far down there as I can. This was pulled a little bit and ended up in the rough to the left. And from here I had a lousy lie. And so this was, maybe 3-wood wasn't the best play. I probably should have maybe laid up with something in the fairway. But typically I thought I could hit my 3-wood into the fairway. This ended up going into the bunker. And it was not a short bunker shot. I had to carry a little bit of green as well. And got out of the bunker okay. But I still wasn't able to get up and down, so I ended up with a 6 on the par 5. Okay, this is hole 15, which I actually feel like is one of the harder holes on the course because it's super tight, but it is over 400 yards. So, you either got to risk hitting a driver in a tight fairway or try to hit something less than driver and hit the fairway. Well, I took something less than driver and still missed the fairway. I found my ball in the woods, so this required a punch out. The punch out was fine, and I'm thinking to myself, well, all right, just get it up to the green, maybe pitch it up, and hopefully maybe save bogey on this one. The punch out was just fine, but the other shots just kind of were all over the place. Here's where the punch out ended. I'm just saying, all right, just hit a solid, I think it's a 9-iron, hit a solid 9-iron, get it up to the green, or at least near the green. And it just was a bad hit, a bad strike. I feel like my swing is all over the place. I'm off balance. You can see it was short. This chip was, I'm pretty sure, was lousy. Things were just really going poorly. And I feel like I'm also rushing a bit. And here I just walked up because it didn't make it to the green, so I wanted to get the next chip up there. And ultimately, without even dropping a shot from a penalty, I ended up chipping this here, not even close, and 2 putts for a 7. And that's just, like I said before, that's just one way to really. There's no way to score well when you have big numbers like this. So if things weren't going bad enough, this hole, number 16, it just was just one stupid shot after another. This isn't even my tee shot. I must have forgot to record it or lost the tee shot. This was actually my 3rd shot. The first tee shot went in the water from the tee, so I dropped in front of the water, hit 3, missed it again. So now I'm hitting 5 from in front of the water. And when it was all said and done, I mean, the damage was a 9. I mean, that's just absolutely horrible. Talk about throwing shots away. and I know I keep saying it, but I feel like at this point, the heat was getting to me. I was really quick, uh, didn't have a good swing, rushing everything, and obviously the results show. Um, Again, didn't even really give myself a chance with any ups or downs. Just two putt for a nine. So I tried to let that last hole go. I didn't let it bother me. I'm usually pretty good about not letting it get to me, but here it is, a par three, and just one bad shot after another. Still, I chunked an 8 iron, maybe 30, 40 yards, and still had to clear a little pond out of this rough. So I was a little worried about this shot as well, but luckily I got it over the pond slash creek. Still had to pitch up a little bit, and so after a pitch up, didn't give myself a chance for up and down or an easy chance. So again, two putts and ended up with double. Um, Terrible. 18 is a par five, not terribly long. So I'm thinking here, hit a nice good drive, put it in the fairway, and get up close and maybe have an easy a birdie chance. But pulled this left, couldn't find the ball, and so instead of coming back to the tee, so not what rule this is, but I ended up hitting four from here. But then I hit this in the woods and had another lost ball, so I had to come back and hit here. So I was four in five. So I'm hitting six from basically that same spot, and this is just another terrible, terrible shot. I'm getting just kind of falling apart all over the place. Found that ball though, so up there I'm hitting seven, and just the lies are not that great. I'm not really feeling it anyway, and so this came up short, and I guess at this point I'm still trying to focus. I always try to grind it out despite the horrible shots, and it's just like nothing really was going well. This pitch wasn't bad. I'll take it, but I couldn't convert. At this point, that's my eighth shot. Um, Again, I don't think I made a putt outside of 3 feet today, and this is no exception. This is a two putt to save my 10, and ultimately shoot 103, which just not good. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was it's fun despite all the bad shots. I just try to learn and get better and improve as I can. I'm working on my swing, and I'll get more into that in some other videos. Thanks a lot.